here. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all of you. Shawtee Devi. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. It really helps me a lot. Don't forget to check out my website, paradoxastrology.com. Book your consultation today. I can help you with anything. And if you would like more exclusive occult videos, check out my Patreon and YouTube members. It really helps to support this channel. Okay, let's get into this video about the upcoming full moon in Gemini. After this video, I will have an entire breakdown of the year 2026, and it is very detailed. This is why it's coming out a little bit after these two, because it's going to take me so long to edit. So watch out for those videos. Okay, so this video in Gemini is going to be in the fourth pada. This is in Pisces, in the fourth, Navamsha. So the ultimate karma that we're dealing with, specific negative karma, is dealing with the endings in reputations, leaders, secrets. This is also dealing with the homeless, immigration, import, export. But most of all, losses in trade. The story is about a trader of animals, and the animals trust him, but he's eating and selling them. So it's a betrayal of trust. Someone who breaks the trust of others for survival. And this could be people in spiritual businesses, people in sales that have to do spirituality can happen as well. NGOs, publications, and also matters of trade, business, where trust is broken, dealing with the homeless, immigrants. The trust of someone for spiritual knowledge, that is broken. Also, things coming back from the past. Now, this will be a full moon in Ardhara Nakshatra. This is a necessary change for justice, bringing themes of learning. Something new is revealed that causes a lot of emotion from the public, something that comes to light. And this can be happy or sad depending on the individual. But for the most part, this is news of a challenge or a crisis. But there will be a renewal after this because we have both the moon and Jupiter here, but Jupiter is in retrograde. Some can be frustrated about love, about relationships, and power here as well. The symbol is a teardrop depicting events of sorrow, but also something that's very quick, something very fierce that wipes out everything, all the new, so that it can bring change, it can bring a renewal. But this can be painful as it's very unexpected and fast. Now, this is so we can grow, and sometimes growth is painful but necessary. This is why it rules storms and fierce winds, water, but it doesn't last long and the sun will come out. Again, always remember this. Overall, it's about beliefs and the truth that needs to be said. This can involve the court system, foreign nations, and war as well. This challenge has to do with money, family, values, finance, the housing industry, restaurants, and hotels. This can affect careers as well, or our relationships, business, the housing industry. Jupiter and Moon is a yoga for wealth, but Jupiter is retrograde, so it can work in unusual ways. It can help for a renewal after the storm as everything starts to grow again when it's green and lush. Mercury is in Mula Nakshatra, so this is destruction, violence, dealing with death and fear. This is definitely a very big event. This can affect the oil and petroleum industries. This is good for tantric, voodoo, spiritual practices that we're dealing with death. We can get to the root of the problem here and what kind of information or communication learning is required here. This has to do with weather or problems in homelands. Many can be jumping to conclusions impulsively. This can have to do with health matters or secrets that are revealed about these things. Matters of trade are going up and down, like the stock market, all year round, but January especially. Ketu is trining Mars and all the planets, but directly it's going to be trining Mars starting January 1st. And this is an explosive trine for the world. Something very quick and fast that occurs with money, relationships, trade, leaders, but it looks like it benefits the leaders, as Venus is Kazemi, for they stay only and then it goes combust. And also Mars is combust and Mercury. This can be in the matters of war, impacting foreign countries because We also have planets in Purva Ashadha, which is fanning the flames, matters of war and victory. But this victory comes at a cost, and this has to do with past issues, as Ketu and Saturn are both aspecting these, showing there's an ending to this matter. A fight over belief systems and religion. Strikes that are very calculated, but some may be impulsive in relationships. Secret enemies can be seen here. Actions can be taking a sense of pride and lack of compassion, and this can be arguments over religion and the truth. Mars, Sun, Venus are all in Purva Ashadha. So Purva Ashadha translates to former invincible one or former unconquered. It's related to social status. It is the goddess of water, providing information from the ancestors, but also attacks in water and floods. But some wars can be put to a halt or ended. But the true meaning is about following the path of Dharma, which is how you ultimately win. The path of truth, but initially creates a loss based on extreme idealism. Cheating will eventually make you lose everything. It's all kinds of acts of war that come here and the ability to win them. You will win if you believe you will win. The powers that be use this nakshatra in order to enact something because it gives permanent victory. So don't be surprised if something new is announced, which is part of the agenda at play. But sometimes these goals are unrealistic and being concealed with a mask. Doing things without caring about the future implications of it. This can translate into relationship matters. You can use this nakshatra in order to start something new to be successful in it, like publishing a book, something you wrote, educating others. It also has the ability to keep things going, and that's why it fans the flames. It keeps the fire hot. It feels like it can't lose, so why not? It has the ability to conceal facts, but with so many planets here, these facts can come out spontaneously. It's ruled by Venus, and remember, Venus has two sides. Venus is compassion, but Venus is also Lucifer, the king of the material world. This nakshatra exposes the good and bad in everyone. The sun will be in, and actually Venus as well, will be in Pada 2 in Virgo Navamsha. So this is bringing challenges, enemies, health issues, daily routines, pets, and it's also about trade and business, themes of massive wealth and corruption, debts having to be repaid, wrong decisions being made in relation to money and resources by not giving back to others and becoming greedy. With Sun and Venus here, this is money, relationships, and leaders. Jupiter retrograde, some might enroll into a few courses at a time, then decide to drop one later. It heightens creativity, especially with writing in an odd manner, in the areas of career, relationships, and business. But it's making an exchange between Jupiter and Mercury, which gives power to both. Writing, education, communication, but also higher education and foreign travel. But travel at this time can be hindered. Storms of the mind, because this is being aspected by Rahu, can heighten emotions. People in the film industry are being impacted, and that could be due to AI or new technology. Also can bring themes of losses as it is retrograde towards the 12th house. Now, Ardhara Nakshatra is all about electricity, dealing with electricity, computers and software, high technology. There could be technology that comes out at this time, especially with Rahu in Shatabisha Nakshatra. It's about virtual reality, AI, anything dealing with numbers, doctors and health, the pharmaceutical industry. Something could come to light that has to do with that. Medical discoveries. There's a lot to do with detectives having to research things, solve mysteries. There can also be a death of a celebrity or religious leader because of the aspect of Ketu, but that would be in the beginning of January. People can be found out, like psychics or hypnotists, be found out to be fake. This is also dealing with everything with the Navy, the shipping industry, anything on the water. Also, gurus or teachers can be called out, and accidents in the air. The flying profession, there can be deaths in that area. and anything dealing with liquids. So that's just a little bit about what I see coming up. I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in the next one.